Hello and welcome to another episode of Cards Unbarred. My name's Ryan, and in this video I'm going to show you a playthrough of Stage C. This is going to be on Expert mode, and as I've been doing with the other two videos, I've been doing my playthroughs on Expert mode, and I'm actually a little nervous for this one because this one actually seems like it's going to be pretty difficult on Expert mode. It now is going to include the E-Eternals, which are the random Eternals. So I haven't done the full setup for Stage C because I want to show you some of the things that are going to happen, but especially this deck here. I am going to do this with my solo unofficial rules that I made, that I explained the full rules teach on the Stage B video. So if you want to watch that, you'll see how it works. I'm just going to get right into the setup of starting that now by putting the 5 cards for the yellow over here, giving them one random from each of these, and then giving myself 2 random of each color. And then the other 2 of each color get removed. So these will be my starting 6 cards. And then these will be their starting 8 cards. Okay, and then I will draw my 3 starting cards for my deck. And then now we'll set up the puzzle cards for the Stage C itself. So we'll put a level 4, move those, level 3, level 2, and level 1. I'm also sort of doing this just so you can tell that I am truly setting this up randomly versus like trying to set it up in any way, because I really do think I am going to lose this time, but who knows, we'll see. So now we're going to set up the E-Eternals. These have not been explained yet. So the way these will work is they actually have a full deck of 40 cards. It's the 4 suits, yellow, green, blue, and red, numbers 1 through 9, and then 4 rare cards. They all have question marks on the back of them, so you can't ever tell what you have. And you literally shuffle the entire deck up. Let's see if I can get a nice good shuffle going. And you'll deal out 8 cards randomly to each Eternal. So you'll have no idea what cards you'll get in the Eternals deck when you take them. And you won't even know after you take them, you'll just be drawing into the random stuff. So this is going to be very exciting. We're going to see how this goes, especially with the labyrinth, the way this puzzle works and needing these specific colors. You're trying to grab Eternals knowing which colors you're going to need, and when you have no idea what you're getting, it's going to be very tough. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll be the Yeti. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Cyclops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Will be the Kappa. The other cards are just removed from the game, making sure they stay face down so we don't see what they are. And let's get these set up. And then otherwise we'll be good to go. Because I have already set up the field cards. I did shuffle those randomly. And flip the top 1. The other thing that I should mention are the E-Eternals curses. These are a one-time effect that as soon as you revive it, it triggers immediately and then it's just gone. It never happens again. You don't need to cover them up with jewels. They are just a one-time effect and then they are completed. So the way the Yetis works is all players will discard the top card from their deck face up. So you just lose a card from your deck. You at least get to know what it is, but it is removed. For the solo play, I'm just going to have it be their leftmost revealed card gets removed. The Cyclops moves 2 cards from the field to the discard area. It obviously won't ever pick the row it's in, but it always prioritizes the topmost row and then works its way down. So if there are 3 cards in this row, it'll just take the 2 rightmost cards and put them in the discard pile. If there was only 1 card here, it would remove it and then go to the next row looking for a card to remove it until it removes 2 cards in full, always again skipping its row. Because again, whenever you revive an Eternal, you always discard all the cards from that row anyways, so you would never count that. And then lastly is Kappa, which I think is the worst one. It just makes you discard one of the river rare cards in the river bonus area. And of course, if there aren't any river berries there, it just doesn't happen. Same thing with these. Like if you don't have a card on the top of your deck, you don't discard anything. And if there's only one card on the deck or on the field or 0, then the Cyclops only removes the 1 or no cards. But with all that in mind, I think we are ready to get started. So currently we're working on trying to complete the 3 red column or 3 green column. Now I have 2 red cards and they have a red card, but it's all the way in the back. We have 1 green card and I do have 2 green cards. So it looks like the green's probably going to be our better chance of getting it quicker. Because with the level 1 stage, or the puzzle for the level 1, you want to get through this as quickly as possible. These are the easiest ones to complete. You're going to get stuck on 3 and 4, so you do not really want to waste any time completing these. Ideally, you can do it before you even revive any Eternal. If you have to clear a row and start again, that's going to put you behind. So we're going to see how that works. Knowing that I have to draw into my green, we're going to have the yellow player go first. And we're going to look to play this 3. Now, as far as where we're trying to decide to play it, we might consider the labyrinth, only because I have a 3 here. We could start with a 3 and end with a 3. We also have 4s. So we could do 3, 4, 4, 3. And no, we sort of have this locked down. But again, we're really focusing on getting the greens. So we want to try and do that as slowly as we can. But I think that's sort of our main focus or idea as to placement right now. So we're going to do that. And we're going to come over here. Now again, we don't want to do it immediately. This is descending. The bottom row is the cave. It's descending. So we do have a 5 over here, which could be nice to use. So we don't want to do that here. Forest is just non-consecutive. I think we put our 1 there. No, what am I talking about? See, this is the... Okay, so maybe we do have to put the 4. I have to get the green there. They'd have to go here. This is already going to be kind of tough. We might have to play to the river pretty early, because I'm trying to get the green in this column to do this right away. So already just this solo variant makes this so much harder. In a regular player game, you start with only the colors of your deck. So these are actually a lot easier when you know one player's got those cards. You just have that player play the first card, and the other player plays there, then that player goes here, other player, that player, other player. Usually your field cards can mess with that, but anyway, I'm rambling here. Pretty much just trying to say this is going to be tough even just getting through the first part. So I think I'm going to do the 4 here and hope this is just a good number. Okay, that's going to definitely go here, which means they don't need their 5. But we do probably need to play... Actually, we want to reveal another card. As annoying as it is to have to play to the river already, I think that's what we'll have to do. We're going to play that 5 there. We're going to flip that over. They're going to play the 5 down here. Reveal a new card. It stinks the other green was at the bottom. But I think we can make do. We'll play... No, the 4 has to go here. Ooh, that's pretty bad. If I play the 4 there, we're going to be stuck for a very long time trying to get the 4. So I think I need to do that for now, just so we can get this puzzle done, and then we'll move on. But I need to draw into this, so the next thing I want to do is play, because I have 2 3s now, so either 3 can go there. And I'm just going to point this out, because I did play 2 4s next to each other, and that is okay because of the Labyrinth card. Whenever you do the mirroring, if you have an even numbers, in this case 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, it'll go there. Then you can have the same number next to each other in the middle spots. So this is a legal placement. But I will use... And I don't know what colors are coming up to know which card to keep, but I have a blue here, so maybe we do the blue. And we can't complete the row. What am I talking about? I think we have to play to the river again. Ooh, okay. This is not an ideal start, but it is what it is. Because that means they have to play to the river again, unless we pass a card. which I think is going to be a better use of our turn. We'll have them pass the 5, and then I'll go again and play the 1 here. So now we have our column of green. So we have now completed level 1. We discard both of those, flip these over, remove those from the game. Okay, this is looking pretty not great. We are already starting off with 2 cards in the river and 1 pass gone. Apologies for that cut. I actually realized that the glare was pretty bad on the cards in the river, so I had just adjusted where I was sitting so it wasn't as bad. But continuing on, we were back to the yellow player's turn after we had just completed that level 1 puzzle. So now we're looking at green, purple, red, or yellow, purple, blue. We have a yellow. We don't have any purples though, so really focus on these purples. And really we know that purples was going to be in any level 2s. So now we got to figure out getting a Be Eternal or a purple star card to complete this. So at this point, I think we're okay finishing the top row and getting a new deck since we're down to 3 cards and down to 4. So we really need to rush getting in 2 decks for each player. We can't play their 3, so it is going to be the green player that finishes that off with their 3. So with that in mind, I think we have to do a 3 down at the bottom, which means we're leaving ourselves with a 2 and a 1. And it's not really great because then we're forced to play a 1 here. I think we're going to do it in the middle, actually. We just can't do consecutive numbers. I like that a little better because then they can go, well, they can't do the 1. We might have them do the 1. Ooh, this is still going to be really bad. Okay, let's put the 3 up here. So now the green player is going to unlock an Eternal, or myself, I am the green player. But I believe at this point we are pushing the river pretty fast. I think I want Medusa. It'd be can't play reds or red greens. That red could become a problem. We do have a 1, so we can cover it up right away. I think that's what I'm going to do because we got to try and find that ability card pretty quickly. This stays Labyrinth. That's the one will not change. These ones will change. And now we're up to the yellow player. We could have them play their 1 in the top row. We also could have them be the one who plays the 1 here. And then I have free ability. It'd have to be the 1 here. Ooh, let's see. If we do, we just don't know what these are. If we were paying attention, we would know what the yellow player still has left. I think it's the 4, maybe the 2. I guess we were allowed to look at the discard pile at any time, so it would be the 2 that's left. So we do have a 2 here. Thinking for the Labyrinth with that. If I do the 1, knowing we'd have a 2 available. So let's do that. Let me flip these over. Then I want... So there's a 1 in the Medusa deck, so we could use the 1 here. So we just can't play red cards, which means we need to play the 2 there. It would not be consecutive. I can't do the 1. I also can't do the 5. I can't do the 2. So I can't do any of these right now. Oh, okay. That's not great. Which means I have to play the 1 for the jewel to cover that up, which will allow them to play their 5 because they can play reds now, and then they'll play their 2 and be just in time to get a new deck. Okay. And again, we haven't even gotten purples yet, so we can't do this. We could prepare ourselves, though, knowing if we're about to get a purple, like we have a yellow here. So it was a good thing I did that. So now we can put a purple and a blue. This is good with Medusa having blues, seeing as I played all the blues down there. So descending from the 5, I don't like that jump to a 2. think if I were to grab the ghost, I'd have 2s, which would make this 2 a pretty safe card to play. Wouldn't be able to play 5s or 7s. That's not great, but not the worst. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, and then now they will play their 2 there. And none of those cards are consecutive, and they're all different colors next to each other. So we are good. We will remove these cards and grab the ghost, flipping them up here and setting the cards up. That's pretty nice. We got the ghost ability right on the top, so I can immediately just flip 3 of those over to know where the other cards are situated. Okay, so coming back here, we can't play 5s or 7s, so right now this is off limits. We want a purple and a blue here. I'm going to use my little cubes that I had set up last time. Don't have a purple cube, but we can use the gatekeeper disc since that's purple. So right now we could also do green, purple, red, but I think our focus to get it done as quickly as we can is yellow, purple, blue. So this can be anything we want, then that's a 2 and that's a 1. We do have a 2 over here. We've got a rare, so that's also nice. So I think the labyrinth is pretty well covered. It's just worrying about making sure we don't mess with that. Oh, we also need to clear that off and have a new one. So desert, so now we have to pretty much do the opposite of the forest and make sure they are consecutive. Okay, I think we're going to play the 3 down here. Reveal a new card. And then the thing is we want that purple 2, but we still need a purple here. So I think I'm going to use the purple being in the middle means I'm not going to actually play anything until I play the 2. So that might not go here. I think I'm just going to play it down at the bottom or in the middle for the purple card, and nothing changes there. We can play 2s, that's fine. That now has to be a 3 or a 1. We have a 1, but we also need the 1 here. Yeah, that 2 going there was not the best, but this is a blue. We could just play this as the blue now and be done with the puzzle for level 2, which when in doubt, if you can complete a puzzle, I think that's the way to go. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. That's going to be blue. So we'll complete this by having yellow, purple, blue. Get these out of here. Complete that. Reveal the level 3s. All right, that's actually not too bad. Yellow, yellow, blue, blue, green, green, yellow, yellow. Our current setup, we don't have anything too great for that. We've got the green. This can be yellow. Whenever you have 2 color cards, you can make them whatever color you want when you're completing the puzzle. So for the one we just did, we made it blue, but it can still now be yellow for the purposes of this. So we have a green and a yellow. We just need a yellow and a green. So yellow and a green. We can do that. We can actually move along very quickly on this, which is fantastic. Obviously, we got kind of lucky with that color combination. If it was one of the red ones, it would have been way worse. Either way, I need to draw a new card, finish my turn. And now we're up over here. I think now I'll use the ghost ability. And this is going to get flipped up. May as well see what this one is. And let's just do the other 2 directly behind it. Okay, and that means if I look quickly at this, these are going to be the 2s. Well, end of their turn, they're going to flip that up, and then that's the other 2 over there. Okay, so we have a good path we can map out over there. So coming over here, we are looking at 6 cards. And we need that to be a 2. That's really our only option. So a 2 green. So they have the 2 green. That's definitely going there. This again can be whatever it wants, as long as it's not a 5 or a 7. And of course green, and well, it has to be yellow. So in this case, it's going to be the 6. And I'll flip over. And they will play their 2, which will be green, green, yellow, yellow to complete that puzzle. Man, oh, that's great. We did that very quickly. I am a fan. Complete that here. We're actually moving through this very fast, which not complaining. So let's see if we have even anything set up for these. Purple in the middle, so not possible. Purple in the corner, so no. So we do pretty much have to clear a row before we can work on any of these. But which one do we have the best potential with? This one. So let me grab some cubes. So we have the yellow. We have the blue. We would need the purple here. 2 greens there. And a red down there. And right now we have the yellow and blue already in place. We're probably going to clear this row. I mean, we have to clear both of these rows if we want that to even be possible. So by the time we clear those rows, this one could be an option, but at this point it depends on how the game plays out. So let's just keep moving right along. So let's flip their card over. It's a green 8. I don't know why I thought it was the 2. Did I say it was the 2? I don't know. Okay, so green player. Can't play 5s and 7s, so I still have this sideways. I need to go down, which I don't even have the option. They only have the rare. Ooh, completing this bottom row is currently not an option. Okay, I think I'm going to generate a jewel. So I'm going to play 3 different colors, blue, green, and yellow, to cover that up, which will be 5 or more cards in the river. That's going to get me a river rare card, which will help us complete that bottom row. But we got to draw our last 2 cards, so I only have 3 cards in total. It's a good thing I did grab this now, because the Medusa ability I'm going to probably be forced to play pretty soon. So getting this into the discard pile to get right back would be good. Okay, so we could do the rare, and then they do the other rare, which I think is going to be our play. We need a 3 or a 1. We have a 3. How do we get the 6 out? Probably down the bottom row after we do this. So they go rare, done. Back over here, rare, done. Clear this. We'll put that rare as a reminder for the Medusa ability, but the rest of the cards will go. And let's see. This is just so brutal. I don't want to do that one right now if I can avoid it. Let's see. Moving 2 cards would be these 2, which is not ideal. So I don't have a deck. That wouldn't impact me. And for them, it would be their leftmost card, which would be the 6, which would actually help get that 3 out faster. So I think I'm going to go with the Yeti. Seems like it makes the most sense. So again, that triggers immediately. We discard the top card of our deck face up. They have nothing there. And then they would discard this card. And then I draw 1 card. And look at that, I get a rare. That's pretty awesome. Okay, so now they're up. And, oh, we got to clear the cave. And we have even cards only. Okay, so I wanted that 3 for some. Oh, the 3 was for the bottom row when it was in descending. Now it's less important. I could consider doing this to get a star so I can try and get the bonus to get a 2. Because the not having a 2 is certainly hurting us. We could also, well, if we get the Berserker, I'm trying to think if we get the Berserker ability, we could replace it, which could allow a green, but then we're clearing this row. So that's not ideal. Okay, we need a red here. We currently have no reds in our deck. Unless, who knows what the Yeti has. So, could do any 2 cards to get the jewel, to get a 2. How is that really helping? I need to be completing this middle row. And then I can try and get the vampire to really help get a green and one of the rares being the other green. So this is, that's why the 3. No, there we go. We figured it out. The 3 needed to go there for that guy. He only has 2 cards left though, so he has to be the one to finish. Which means we have to pass the rare over now. And they will play the rare. And then these all clear. And we said we were going to grab the vampire. I think we're going to stick with that still. And put that up here. Slide these up. Okay, I feel a little bit better now that we're both sitting kind of comfortable with more cards in our deck. And we can't play purples. We can't play this. Otherwise, we're good. Oh, I needed to have drawn a card after I passed. Okay, well, we have a green. This needs to go. And mountain. So now we're ascending, which means this 4 is not so great. Move that now. So blue, yellow, green, purple, green. We can't play purple, so we have to get rid of that before we even do anything. And if we get rid of this one to get a purple, we're just making that even worse. So we almost need to generate 2 jewels right now. So I think I'm going to trigger the Medusa ability to get that rare card back. If we're about to be doing some jewels, we're going to need to prepare that. And that also helped me bide time so that they could do the any 2 cards jewel. And I think we're just going to do the Yeti. But doing that means we get a purple we can't use immediately. I think we need to be able to use this purple. So let's cover up the vampire. Which doesn't give me that, it's fine. But I'm about to reveal 3 cards, which are hopefully going to be helpful. Not particular. I was really hoping for the 1, so we could put the 1 there. But I guess we could still do the 2. 2 is red. Red needs to go here. The 8 could actually go there because it's an even. So we can play greens. So 4 will go there. And that's great. We have a 1 now. So the 1 can... No, but that has to be green. So it wouldn't matter anyways. Okay, but either way, we can now play the red 8 here. And boy, we just need some greens. We get the 3. Not the best, but it's fine. So we need a purple that goes above a 3. So now we need to get the bonus. Can I do... I guess I just do any 3 cards. I don't have any of the same numbers. So yeah, we do any 3 cards to do this, which is going to get us the river rare bonus and the purple star bonus, which we'll choose that in a second. And okay, so we said that's going to be the 3. So really we should pick the 4 to give us the best chance of completing that. Oh, we should put the star there as well. That means I only need to draw 1 card, and it's a rare. That's awesome. So not only did I only have to draw 1 card after playing 3 to the river, but I just got 2 rares and the purple that I picked. So we're good now. We've got those. They're going to place their 3. I'm going to place this purple. They're going to just put that down there. And then I'm going to play a rare. We have yellow, blue, green, green, purple, red for our 4th key. Whew, okay, so that was a little scary at points. We obviously, like I said, we were able to rush that level 1 kind of quickly. It wasn't as ideal about how many cards we got down to, but because I was able to do it before anything cleared, it made us push. And again, we got very lucky with the color options. I do think if our level 3 was a red of any kind, that would have put us back quite a bit because I would have had to revive another Eternal to even get red cards to start playing them at that point. So it would have been a much scarier. So that was very helpful. And again, we did get pretty lucky as well with this by having these cards here already. So as you can see, the levels that you end up getting can change on how easy or difficult it could be on top of whatever player count you're playing. Since I do think this at a 4-player count can be very tough because you're focusing so hard on that puzzle and on everybody running out of cards constantly. I just think, but this is where you can see now, like this is where I think it gets really good. This puzzle dynamic of playing the cards before they clear on top of getting new decks to keep yourself going is very interesting. So I hope you enjoyed that playthrough. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below, but I will catch you in the next video.